figured I'd make a video about the ins and outs of building and maintaining a motocross track. This is a local club track that had been abandoned. I have been working on this for over 2 years. We have about 30 members and it's growing. So we have more tracks to go out and ride for the motocross community. There's certain things you can do to make less work for yourself, and I'm gonna share that with you guys. And like I said, I'm not a professional track builder. This is a hobby. So if there's anyone watching this that wants to leave a comment of anything from your experience that you can pitch into the conversation, go ahead and do it in the comment section and have it just be an open forum to help people out. Designing the rough layout of the track, walk the property, features and terrain, uphills, anything that would be unique to your piece of property, and capitalize on that. When you're designing, design for coming back and maintaining it. We have a couple hills, which is kind of unique in Michigan in certain areas of it. So we went up and down and meandered through some of the elevation that we have. So play into that, come up with some creative ideas and make it be a feature that's unique to your track.
Drainage is one of the most important parts. Rain can either help you or hurt you. This section would always flood after a rain, so we dug drainage ditches on the outside parts of the track, added culvert that would connect to other drainage ditches that took it down to a retention pond.
A member brought in a large 10-yard loader. We brought sand in from different sections of the property, help with the low spots of the flooding so it would roll off into the natural areas, keeping the track a little bit dry. We also dug out sections that were clay-based and replaced it with sand.
That would help with drainage down into the soil. Some of these spots you'll have to go back and touch up because they will sink. When forming your large jumps and berms, have a plan set that all the operators know what they're trying to achieve and where the bulk of the dirt's going. I use stakes and marking paint to indicate where the track would be, so other operators would know where to put the bulk of the dirt. I would later come in and form the jumps and do the fine tuning after the bulk of the dirt was moved. After you have the track all set and people are riding the track, go watch them ride it and see if you need to tweak anything. Don't be afraid to go back and change the track. I've done it numerous times and it always comes out a little better.
Designing the jumps, come up with numerous features. As you can see, there's someone jumping it from double, then that goes to single, where the faster riders can jump it as a triple. Berms get blown out, they get pushed back, have access to both sides of the berm with the tractor, so you can push the dirt back in, backblade it, and get it back to where you need it easily.
If you have one line sections, go see what you can do to make people use more of the track. This lip was getting beat up because only the left side was getting used. So the setup corner, I'm adding a windrow right here next time. So it moves people to the inside to move them to the right on this. So then they'll set up for the right side of that tabletop. This was another one-line section. Everyone would use the outside because the inside had too steep of a hump. So I cut that out to make it a little bit more even. Dirt prep is unique for each track. This is a learning experiment each time. Every section's different on our track and it will be on yours also. You just need to work it over and over and see what you need to do to accomplish your goals of what you want to have happen in that section. For instance, in this section, I want it to be a little high speed with little to no ruts. I don't rip it as deep, making it so speeds are high but safe. Experiment in sections, rip some sections deep, and then the next time, go in and do more of a smooth prep and see how it forms up and what the riding flow is like. And don't be afraid to experiment. Afterwards, go analyze after people rode it, see how the lines formed up, see if it got too rough, not rough enough, and tweak it after that. The rocks never stop. Always pick them up. It'll just get better and better, and you'll have to do it less and less. Always be watching and analyzing how different skilled riders approach the track, if they're using the insides, outsides, and see how it forms up. The goal always is to make it fun and safe for all skill levels, so everyone can enjoy themselves when they're out on their bike. Always walk the track to see how it formed up after a hard ride day. You can manipulate your prep having the bikes create features. This inside line was a lot rougher than the outside. You can see his bike gets a little unstable, where the outside a lot smoother, a little faster, making it even on inside and out. I will have to say the best part about being a part of a track and helping out is just watching people ride it. Getting out on their dirt bikes. We have a lot of families come out, and it's just fun to watch people go out, have a good time. If anyone's been around the track, you know the dirt bike community. It's a tight-knit family, and it's cool to be a part of that besides just showing up and riding. So if this is something you've always wanted to do, I highly recommend it. It's super rewarding. It's fun. You get to play on equipment and get to hang out with a bunch of people that love what you love, dirt bikes.